Hey guys, welcome back to our brand new video. My name is Musa Jalal, and today I'm going to be reacting to another video by Kelly Stamps, and the video is entitled "This is how I spend my $40,000 monthly income." That is like so crazy to think about that amount, you know, like 40,000 times 12 is like 480,000. And like me being from Norway, that's like almost 5 million Norwegian krona, you know, if I'm not mistaken. But that is just what somebody's earning like in a single year. So that's like so crazy to me, you know. But like, with no further ado, let's get into the reaction. Let's see how Kelly spend the money. Let's criticize her, even though it's none of our business, yes. But with no further ado, let's get into the reaction.
Hello everybody, this is Kelly Stamps, and today I am joining the trend of the how I spend my money as a full-time YouTuber video. Someone who is actually doing this full-time. It is my business, so I can tell you the truth. And the truth is that we get paid once a month on the 21st, okay, through AdSense. AdSense truly does not make most people money. Luckily it does for me because I'm on her good side, I'm on the algorithm.
Oh, I think this is like something I've heard a lot of people like complaining about like the AdSense, but I think also it's like dependent on like which category you're in. And I heard like those who make like the finance content and those who make like the content about like tech also, I think they have a pretty high CPM. So I think, I don't know, but I think so. As you can see, I'm not monetized, of course, so remember to subscribe.
Good side. Hey algorithm, you look real cute today. Keep being nice to her, okay. But mostly we make money through sponsorships. But first, I'll explain how AdSense works. So when you start a YouTube channel and you decide, I want to make money through ads, you sign up for the YouTube Partner Program. The Partner Program allows you to earn money through ads being placed on your videos. There's a reason why financial channels, for example, like Graham Stephan's, hello Graham, because
Hey, exactly what I was saying, yeah, you know, like Graham Stephan, like Grant Stefan or Stefan, I'm not sure, but he's like really so transparent. I watch him a lot. If I'm not mistaken, he's like the YouTuber I watch the most in.
Channels just do better. There's different variables to how people make more or less money, but generally AdSense pays you an okay amount in comparison to sponsors. Okay, so in order to get paid, you sign up for the partner program, then YouTube will mail you something in the mail. Yes, Kelly Stamps, post office. You will receive an envelope with a pin, which you put in online, and then voila, you are a YouTube partner. Does that mean you're a Google employee? I mean...
Yeah, she's so funny though, like I really like her.
So sometimes my Hinge profile says Google employee because, I mean, technically, who's writing the paychecks? Who is writing the paychecks?
Google.
Anyway, so this is the amount that I make from AdSense roughly every month. On the low end, 13,000.
That's like really amazing though. Like she's making like almost 15,000, not almost, like almost $16,000 from AdSense. That's like really amazing. You know? I just want to say like I really appreciate the people who are this transparent about the income. I know like many people like to take that as a secret. For me, I don't see it as you like boasting or bluffing, you know. I see it as a way to motivate other people to like work even harder, you know. So like it's really good that people share their income and it doesn't keep it like a secret, you know.
And on the higher end, 15,500 or higher. That is just the range. You know, honestly, it depends on views. Sometimes it is just the right titles at the right time and place. Now, in terms of sponsorships, I usually earn a minimum 24,500, ranging upwards to 40,000 a month. That is in addition to the ads.
Man, that's crazy though. That's so crazy, you know. Like $40,000 per month, you know. Like, how can you even spend that in a month, you know? Like maybe minus like 30% for tax, or maybe like even 50% for tax, you know. Like you still left for 20,000 per month, you know. That's like so much money, you know. Man, like people really work hard, you know, for their money.
So AdSense gets delivered on the 21st. When I do a sponsorship from my two companies that I work with, I get paid usually 10 days after. Also, I used to have managers. They did a very good job at negotiating a certain amount. So now I know, oh, brands are willing to pay that amount, because back when I was starting, I thought I was asking too much by saying like, hi, companies trying to send me a wig, can I have $200? I'm like, no dear. Actually being toyed around with in the beginning by many hair companies. They do this because they know that girls, we love hair. Look, I got a weave in my purse. Should I show it to you? Never mind. But they love sending out clothes and stuff in exchange for videos. In the beginning, that's fine. Do what you need to do. But
But like me, I would recommend, like, even if your channel is like really so small in the beginning, I would really recommend like you don't take on those kind of a sponsorship, because like most of them they are pretty scammy, like even up to now, like I know people that they send messages to all the time. Hey, do you want to be an influencer for my company? You just have to buy the sample, and then like you put your link, and then when anybody buy from you, you're gonna get like maybe 20% of the sales price. Like I don't get it, like they all look so scammy. So like if you don't reach to the place like you can get like a really proper sponsorship yet, I think you just like let it slide, it's not worth it in the beginning.
All right, these are my current living expenses. Now that I'm reading this out loud, I want to leave and ditch my car. Rent is $2,806.
I feel like that's I don't know which city she's living in right now or doing this video, but I feel like that's pretty high if she's living by herself,
Car payment is $860 a month.
Okay, so you have a nice car, or the A5, that's a nice car, but the payment is pretty high though. It's like you shouldn't buy a brand new car, like if you buy a car, I feel like it should be at least like maybe from 5 years old to like 3 years old max.
My car insurance is $286. The gasoline I spend, I don't really drive that often, so it's usually like $60 a month. I only pump it up like once. I don't really leave this neighborhood. I spend approximately $55 to $60 on groceries. I'm very proud of that.
That's really amazing. Like $60 per month on groceries. That's amazing. I don't think like she might not be eating good, but I'm curious to see what she's eating. But that's really good, Like the less money you spend, the better.
It's because I use things that maximize meals, and I'll get to that in a second. My utilities come out to $70 a month. Sometimes it's lower, and my phone bill is $44.99. Some of these numbers change, like food and gasoline, but the total that I'm usually spending is about $4,190.
But like if she's making like $40,000 a month on average, right? And then she's spending like $4,196 per month. That's like really so amazing, Even though like with all the expensive car she have, the nice car she have, like the expensive apartment, that's really so amazing. It's actually just like really so frugal, Based on income, that's really amazing. Like that's so good.
So the true net amount that I get to actually keep per month is around $26,500. So I'm spending just under a sixth of my income. That is still way too much for me. I don't think my existence should cost more than like $3,200 a month. So I'm looking.
It's actually amazing that she's not spending not so much money based on income, but it's still really good. Like she feels like, okay, yeah, I can cut some things back, because I feel like that's how everybody should think like. But also, like you should like leave a little bit of room to live. Once you're not spending like more than half of your income per month, then that's pretty good,
Now there are some things that I just flat out refuse to spend money on. One of those is new technology. I refuse to get a new iPhone until my current phone fully breaks apart. I just think we are so overly privileged to have these fancy, crazy cell.
Actually, like I agree with her on this one. Like you shouldn't have to like every year. I literally know some people like every year they want to have the latest phone. Like it doesn't have to be like that.
Other things I don't like to spend money on include Starbucks coffee or just generally going out for coffee every day in the morning. I now am a coffee.
Like people like really like underestimate this, but like the more money you spend on coffee, like it's not a big amount of money, right? Maybe you're going to spend like $5, you spend like $4, like $7, so it doesn't look like it's a big amount. But if you do that like every day, like maybe some people does that like 2 or 3 times a day, like within a space of a month, if you calculate how much you spend on it, it's like really so crazy. That
something else I refuse to spend money on anymore. I've gotten so much better at this, and it's thanks to being in a small city far from Italy and far from everything, unfortunately. Dining out often.
Like people take that also for granted, but dining out, I have like a really strict rules for it. Like me, every month I have to go out maximum 2 times a month, to go and eat, Or if I'm normally I go once, but like if I'm feeling good, I go like maximum 2 times a month, because it is so expensive, like eating outside is so expensive, and like I feel like sometimes when it comes to like eating outside, if you don't go to a restaurant like you really know, you might go and spend money somewhere that you don't even like the food, so like I'd rather just stay at home, make my food and eat it,
I mentioned that I only spend like $60 or less on groceries. That's because I get things that I can make last a long time. I made ramen from scratch. That took a very long time. It was delicious though. You know, I made the portions and I just put it into separate containers and ate it throughout the week. So I basically meal prep, and then I have like 1 or 2 meals that I'm just really good at cooking.
Meal prepping, that's not always going to be possible to like spend like $60 per month, you know, because even if you buy like all the food from the grocery store and then you have to cook every day, but like every day you have to make a run to the grocery store, $60 is like no way enough, you know. But like since she's like meal prepping, you know, she buy and cook for the week, that then it makes sense, you know, because you can like make so many things with that amount of money. And just think like, oh, okay, I have to make like a food today for the next 7 days, and after that make another food for the next 7 days. So that's like way more easier, and it's like way more realistic for you to do that than you cooking like every day, or you having to go to the grocery store every day to buy food.
My favorite thing to make lately is like a copycat Benihana dish. Again, I get a giant bag of shrimp that's frozen, or sometimes I get fresh shrimp, which is actually way better to use, and I just put it, give myself a little shell. I go, wow, applause.
Her humor is like really so amazing, you know? Like it is subtle, but it is there, it's amazing, you know?
Something else I refuse to spend money on, which I've said before, is going out and drinking. I don't even like to go out and drink anyway, but even if I did, I would rather invite people to my home.
That is crazy, you know, especially for us living in Norway. People who drink, or people who go outside to drink all the time. That's like really so, it's really so crazy, you know, because like if you go outside to like the club in Norway, a beer costs like about, I think, 150 Norwegian crowns. I can put the amount in dollars somewhere on the screen.
Something kind of meshy of me is to buy Wagyu steak. I ordered this beautiful steak from the Wagyu shop. I had to bring Italy to me. Okay, there's not a whole lot of, you know, options exactly sitting around on the streets around me for A5 Japanese steak. I developed a liking for Wagyu steak when I was younger. When I was 20.
Well, like based on her income and based on how much she's spending per month, she can like do whatever she wants once she's like within that range that she's spending per month, like on her monthly expenses. That's like okay, you know. I feel like sometimes like the best tip to like save money is not to cut yourself off from everything, but like, you know, spend money on things that you really like, and then like things you know like you don't really like, and things you know that you don't really like, you're only doing it because you think like people might think you're cool. Those things you have to drop it and spend money on things that you really like, you know. I can guarantee like most people, things that they really truly like is not a lot, you know. So like, so if you treat yourself modestly and spend money on those things you like, it wouldn't be bad, you know.
That meal, I know what I truly want and deserve, and I love delicious, like high quality sushi. I go to this place called Makoto sometimes when I treat myself.
Okay, like I'm gonna be honest with you, right? Like I eat mostly African food. That's what I like best, you know. But one day I try eating sushi, and I don't even know which type I ate that day, you know. But like since that day I tried, like I just can't stomach it, you know. For me, the idea of eating something raw, you know, I can wrap my head around this. I know it's like safe. I know like it's not gonna like give me diarrhea or something. But just the idea of eating something raw is like, it's so weird for me, you know.
You know, when I basically don't procrastinate in a month, I go to Makoto for a delicious meal. They have this Wagyu hot stone thing, which is so cool. You put the thinly sliced Wagyu steak on the stone. It cooks it in a second. It's just an experience. And honestly, what's the point of earning so much money if you don't get mishy every now and then? I'm just saying. You know, I'm very thankful.
I totally agree with her. You know, if you like earning this much money, it's good you like do things that you enjoy sometimes. Like, of course, do with moderation, but you should do things you enjoy sometimes. So guys, there we go. You saw Kelly Stamps. She's like really frugal with how she spent her money. I was like really so surprised. I knew she was frugal, but trust me, I didn't expect her to be that extreme, you know, because she's making like 40,000 per month, and then her monthly expenses less than 5,000 per month. So that's really good. So I just want to say, remember to stay frugal and be cheap. We'll see you in the next one. Peace out.